hello, 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 hello. So years ago, I painted this, and it had a chicken that I could never make work, and it had some other things underneath there, and I just kept painting. And it's actually one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. It just because it had a lot of emotions and a lot of details underneath, like the hidden layers of life were just all there. So when I try to recreate something that I've painted before, it never really works, and I'm okay with that. But I haven't painted like this with finger painting in a long time. So I'm looking at this, and it's something that I just really want to paint a version of. And it doesn't have the rooster and the story behind it or anything, but I just still want to go through and do a lot of the, I'm about to knock all these paints over that I have sitting here. I've just been wanting to do the emotions of what are here again. And so I've kept this one on my wall for, gosh, I don't know, close to 5 years maybe now. Maybe less. Everything always blends together. So what I think is a long time is usually a shorter time, and what I think it is a short time is a long time. So who knows? But it's there. And so it's emotional and real and raw in life, and that's what is kind of happening anymore for me right now. So we're just going to keep going until we get someplace. My mom has been in the hospital for her heart, amongst other things, but technically for her heart this week. Well, it's Sunday now, so this past week, and now she'll be, they think they've figured it out. It's a long word, but they shorten it to STV. It's a makes your heart race and low energy and just many different things. So hopefully she's kind of on the mend per se. I mean, I know she's got a lot other things going on right now, but they've been able to kind of get her heart back into a rhythm and kind of keep it there. So hopefully that will keep going for her. And I pray, because when you're not feeling good and life keeps happening, it's hard. So we'll see. But they're gonna do some more tests, because she's not been feeling good for many reasons for quite some time recently. But she's also experiencing like sickness, stomach sickness, and food, like she tries to eat and nothing seems to agree, and so it's just one thing after another. So hopefully they'll be able to get that kind of in check as well. So that's kind of been going on, and like I said, once you're sick, you just nothing feels good. And so I just keep praying that they'll come up with some answers for her and kind of move her along, because you know, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. So we shall see. Owen did pretty good today. He slept all night, which that I'm very thankful when that happens. It's funny, I always use my this finger to um, finger paint, and I don't do it as often as I did when I first started. When I first started, I did it a lot more, but I really like it because it's kind of relaxing, and it gives you some different types of control. I won't say more control because technically it's probably less control, but it's a different type of feeling when you're painting and everything. But so yeah, Owen had a pretty good day. He was excited about going to church, and he slept all night, so he was very excited this morning when he woke up, because he knew he had slept all night. And I'm trying to really work with him on looking at the clock and understanding that a little bit more. And so he's getting there. He's starting to kind of understand that a little bit more as time goes on. So that is a really good thing for him. So once I get a lot more of this kind of filled in, I'll go back in and anything like if I want more definition, I can use like the brush. So I'm I'm tired thinking about being tired, but I'm just glad that Owen had a good day. He loves going to church and seeing his people, and it's such a blessing to me, because like Owen is he's such a good judge of character, and such a good like he understands people, and he truly just loves with all his heart, and I always say he loves fiercely, because when he picks his people, he loves them. He just absolutely loves them. And it's such an amazing thing to watch, like his friendships grow, and the people that he like truly like cares about, and just how he fosters that emotional connection with them. So it always makes me happy to see him with those moments in time and everything. So, and he's, like I said, he's so he has his people, and like he picks his people, and he's like everybody, he has the friends and the people, and he he's amazing. I always tell him he's my amazing. So so he was at church, and then we came home, and he did really well with his afternoon. He stayed pretty calm, and he understands what hospital is, but he doesn't quite get the whole thing. So I've been trying to get him to understand that his grandma is in the hospital. But again, that's kind of it's such an abstract type of thing for him. And so he knows that she's in the hospital, but again, saying that she's in the hospital and her what's really going on are like two different things, so he wanted to get his grandma and go to her house, and I tried to explain to him that that wasn't what was going to happen right now. So hopefully he'll kind of start realizing a little more what's going on and everything. But even though this is gold, I'm still kind of making a little more rough with the texture and everything, and just adding some of the other elements to it so it doesn't look so stark compared to, again, not that it was the wrong color or not, just so it's kind of messy along with that. So hopefully tomorrow is his last day of school, and I'm happy to be trying new things for him, and looking, at the summer is trying to have some more growing experiences and things like that. But I, have to also admit that I'm sad that it's summer, because he loves school. He thrives in school, and to just be out of his routine and everything, it's hard on him. So I want him to have a good summer, but I also would prefer him to be in school. It's just, and they're not doing a summer, they're doing a summer program, but it was going to be too complicated because they're not doing, it's only one day a week, and it's just really, it's when you have a child that's used to going 5 days a week, and then you give them this one thing for their summer school, 1 day, 3 hours, it's too, it's not like it's a different program or it's something different that he gets to look forward to. It's a thing that he already is familiar with, and to completely change it from every day to this 1 day a week, it's just, it's too hard. It doesn't reflect enough in the whole, I don't know, it's not what we need for him right now. So he won't be going to the summer school program. They dropped the ball with this, I really truly believe. And I can't even imagine. It just breaks my heart. So, that's where we're at with that. So I'm trying to find other things for him to do, and it'll get there. It'll get where we want it to go. It's still just kind of hard. I'm putting some black paint for my eyeballs here. I shake, and so when I'm doing things, it's still kind of, I get a little bit of a hippie shake there. I have thyroid stuff, and amongst other things, so sometimes I shake a little bit more than other times, and it's just, it just is what it is, as they say. I'm just gonna go in and make a few more little fine-tuned moments here. going to go back. Making a mess. It's not unusual, I can tell you that. Not unusual. So tomorrow is the last day, and he is. I'll pick him up for his music therapy from school. He gets out a little bit early for that, and then we'll go to that, and then we come home for a little bit, and he goes to his vision therapy. So he'll continue his therapies and everything over the course of the summer, but it's it's always different, and the good news is we'll be able to still talk to his teacher, and if he if I need questions answered, or he is having something that she can help with, she is a text away, phone call away kind of thing, so she doesn't just it's not school year and done. I mean, she's very much part of these kids' lives. If they need her, or the parents do, she's there, and so that's a big thing. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that their heart is completely in it when their kids aren't just a school session and done, that they're there for the family anytime, and that means a lot. So I'll show you my thing again here in just a minute, the original. I feel like the eyebrows, even though I feel like they're a little dark. So, and everything dries a little bit different, so it won't be quite as interesting, or but kind of looks more like a parrot or something. But as I say, I knew I didn't even really want exactly the same colors or anything. I hadn't done a finger paint thing in a very long time, and so kind of doing something like this is trying to make the now I got my eyeball. I'm losing some of my eyeball here. So there we go. Trying to make it so the nose is more smaller. It feels very big. Like I said, more bird-like or something. So adjust Adjust and go. That's what we do. Adjust and go. So now I want it a little more modeled in there. Okay, that's a little more what I was thinking here. And then I'm just gonna okay, so we're gonna do O for Owen, and then L and B. So I'm trying not to have a lot of paint on my hands while I pick up this, even though I have a lot of paint on my hands. I'm pleased with him. This was a little, see? Storytelling. All right. I think I've done one or two other times since I did the first one. I think it was one time that I did something similar, and he was definitely a lot different than that one. I don't even know where he is anymore. But I'm happy with him. I'm happy with his attitude. So I think we've gotten that in there. So, all right. I thank you for watching and being a part of our day. Have a great rest of yours. Toodles, toodles.